Mic check, mic check. Alright, looks like it's all working, it's all good. Hello everybody and good evening. Welcome back to some more Lions Dota 2 League Season 1. And we are now in the next best thing to playoffs, and that's Tiebreakers. I am your caster for tonight, Anna the Caster, and I am joined today by Chess. Say hello, Chess. Can you say something again, Chess? Alright, wait, hold on. Your audio is not there because I am stupid. Can you say something again?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go.
10 seconds
Say hello
remaining.
again.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi everyone. Yeah.
Perfect. Alright, so now, like I said, this is Tiebreakers. INOGF taking on Don't Ban Tinker and Chess. Do enlighten me. What is the stakes behind all of this? What's the history?
So we're in a three-way tiebreaker
Dire
because
Team
Team Heike beat RB's team yesterday. So they beat INOGF yesterday, which forced a tiebreaker. And because the head-to-head is like full even, they have to do a tiebreaker. There's no other solution. So here we are. And in the past, INOGF beat Don't Ban Tinker. They reverse swept them 1-2.
Oh.
So it should be a good series. Yeah.
Very interesting to say the least. So now, so Don't Ban Tinker, they beat them, right? Just to reiterate.
No, INOGF is the one that won.
Oh, okay.
RB's.
So INOGF beat them. So now, Don't Ban Tinker, I think they're looking for a little bit of revenge, if you ask me. Wouldn't you say
Yeah,
so?
but they have a stand-in today, so that's one thing to point out. They have Kemi ZX Curse over Nosh,
Oh.
and I would say they have like polarizing playstyles because Kemi is way more aggressive and Nosh is a little more on the passive side and likes to farm.
Team ban.
So it should be interesting.
Yeah, and I've also seen Nosh. I've seen him play in other tournaments before. So,
Radiant team.
and I agree with you. Nosh is one of those carries where he usually just farms. He has a farming pattern. 20 to 25 minutes. He's still in the jungle, and then once you hit a certain timing, he's gonna come out and he's gonna start swinging. And that style has really worked out for Nosh because I've seen him won a couple of tournaments because of that kind of style. So we're gonna see here. Yeah, maybe the stand-in messes them up, maybe not. We'll see. Better team wins because this is a best of one, right, Chess?
Yeah, best of ones are always exciting because, you know, you can always get cheesed in a best of one.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, and that's true. Like, honestly, cheese picks, I wouldn't say are the way to go. But by the looks of INOGF, they have Death Prophet already to start, which I think arguably is a cheese pick, no?
I think in this patch, Death Prophet's a bit of it's become more of a stable hero now because they buffed the Spirit Collector facet very highly. And this hero is pretty much like can play any role and can secure any role. So even playing 4 and 5, you can still win the lane. So I wouldn't say it's a cheese pick now. I think it's just pretty stable.
Alright. Noted indeed. So Weaver and Ancient Apparition on DBT. INOGF, they're gonna be up next. So already right now,
10 seconds
do you think that Weaver is going to be a flex pick? Because that's gonna be something that we should take note of.
5 seconds remaining.
I think it's most probably a position 4 because Nightlead really likes this hero. I haven't seen them flex it, but some people do play Weaver 1, but I don't think that's Kemi's style, so I think these are the support picks.
Radiant team pick.
Darkseer for INOGF. And back to back, Bounty.
Dire team pick.
Okay, I like these two picks actually, the Darkseer and Bounty, because Don't Ban Tinker has very fragile supports. They can really like run them down early and like hunt them. And they don't have an answer right now, I think.
Yeah, they do have a Pangolier,
10 seconds remaining.
not really sure how the Pangolier can help the
5
supports
seconds remaining.
avoid getting ran at by a Bounty Hunter, potentially with Iron Shell and Surge.
Yeah, I think Pango is one of the comfort heroes for this team because both Ren and Bien play this hero. So far, only Ren has played this hero on offline. But I do remember Bien used to be a Pango spammer, so I'm sure they can flex it if they wish.
Oh. Interesting indeed. So, it's gonna be Don't Ban Tinker, final pick before the final banning phase. So, what do you want to see from Don't Ban Tinker? I mean, I assume you watched Don't Ban Tinker's game against ILGF the first time. What do you want to see from Don't Ban Tinker?
I think since they've already revealed the safe lane, they can probably pick Kemi's hero here because they already know. I mean, they revealed the off lane on Iron or GF, so they know it's like a Darkseid bounty hunter lane. So they're free to pick something to match those heroes. And traditionally, people against Darkseid, you can pick Morphling for a good lane, but Morphling is banned actually. So Morphling, Ursa are both banned out. So there's things like Lifestealer, there's things with more catch, maybe like a Sven. Sven matches pretty well into Darkseid because his illusion is pretty weak and you can just like clear
Radiant
waves very
team
quickly.
pick.
Monkey King.
And they opt for the Monkey King. Okay. I guess it's a Monkey King against a dual melee lane, so it's not the... I don't know though, it's not... I wouldn't say it's the best answer to a Darkseid, but
10
it's not bad.
seconds
It's not bad
remaining.
for sure.
One of the answers of all time, so to speak, for a Dark
5
lane.
seconds remaining.
Final pick for Ayano
Yeah.
GF for the final ban phase.
I do want to point one thing, is that they do pick this AA as a response to the Death Prophet immediately. So I think Death Prophet, one of the biggest strengths is obviously Spirit Siphon very early, and that kind of makes the hero very unkillable because you just like get multiple sucks. But this AA Blast is going to shut a lot of that down, as well as Darkseid, who likes to kind of primarily buy auras for his team. Like, you know, you can do like the Crimson Greaves build, even though maybe Greaves is not the best item this patch, but I think AA shuts down a lot of what they want to do, like with these two heroes.
Yeah, and also, I mean, yeah, they do pick the Darkseid, right? So you said that you don't want Greaves. So I think maybe you can opt for a Pipe of Insight to
Radiant
help
team
out with the Death
back.
Prophet.
Sniper.
Yeah, I think something like a pipe, or you just even skip auras and just go like a, you know, like Vanguard, Blink, BKB, Ags kind of build and just like fight. I think that's also completely fine to like go the scaling route.
So they're gonna pick up a
Seconds
Sniper
remaining.
on the side of Ayano GF.
5 seconds remaining.
Interesting sniper pick. I think it matches well against everything they see. They do have Monkey and Pango to jump the sniper. And there's no real save on Iron or GF. I guess there's like a surge, but there's not really a save. But what I find very interesting about Iron or GF's lineup is that they haven't picked a 5 hero yet. So that this might indicate that like they can flex Death Prophet to 5. Or they want to like pick a support last, which usually it's very odd to pick a position 5 last because you want like a win condition. But that might be something they're opting for, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and also looking at the lineup of Ayano GF,
10 seconds remaining.
it looks a little bit like what you mentioned. From what I'm seeing, it's a huge lack of stuns right now on the side of Ayano GF.
Yeah, they like that hero to keep the fight going, you know? Like they have a little bit of combos with like you know, shrapnel into vacuum and those kind of things. But they don't have anything to hold the fight together. But there it
Faceless
is.
Void.
Dire team pick.
So support Death Prophet, no?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, Death Prophet's a very good hero right now. You can play it in any role, I think, and it's very strong. So, and it should help secure the Void's lane, because Void's traditionally known for like weak laning. And he's into a
5
Pango,
seconds
which I would say
remaining.
he's very good against, because time dilation kind of destroys Pango. But the Weaver is very annoying, so I think maybe Death Prophet can keep the Weaver at bay, and it should be an okay lane for the Void.
On a pick, don't ban
Legion
Tinker
Commander.
picks
Choose your
up
hero.
a Legion Commander. So Tango, mid lane.
Yeah, so they do opt for the Pango mid lane route. So Biante is a very good Pango
5
player, so I do
seconds
like this.
remaining.
And he might not crush the lane against a sniper, but it should be okay. I don't think it shouldn't go that bad, and he can make way more moves than the sniper because he's a more mobile hero.
Alright, so final thoughts about who do you think comes out on top of the draft here, Jess?
Honestly, it sounds a little hard to predict because I'm not sure how the lanes are gonna go. I will favor Iron or GF's lineup just because I think they have a little better scaling. And I think they do have setup for AA now, but they've done a bit of role swapping. So I think usually Ren is the one who plays offlane, so now Shadow's playing offlane. And they have a stand-in, so I will favor Iron or GF for this one.
Alright, there you heard it. That's the professional analyst, and that's his thoughts. And who do you think are the X factors for both the teams? Pick one from both teams.
I think if Monkey has a good lane, he can honestly move around a lot and impact this game. because he can combo with like honestly any hero. Like he can come to the LC lane, he can come to the Pango lane, and he can kind of be the X factor just by shutting down the Darkseer and having more impact and momentum on the map. And for Iron or GF, I think I would say they don't really need an X factor because they have very stable like lanes configurations. Like I think the Void Death Prophet lane will be okay, and Sniper should be matched favorable. But I think maybe the Bounty, if he can move around early, can make a difference in some of these lanes and break the status quo.
Alright! X factors have been locked in, and why is everything black?
Yeah, I even have a black screen.
Did they reset? Or is that just me?
I know I also have a black screen, so I'm just gonna try reconnecting, I guess.
Let me know if that fixes anything. Because...
Yeah.
Yikes. Interesting. Very high exhilarating gameplay. Alright, I'll try to reconnect myself. Sorry for the slight technical difficulty here, everybody. As you can see, Dota is a free-to-play game.
Still beta, you know.
Still in the beta. Still getting constant updates. What can you do? What can you do?
Okay, so reconnecting fixes it, but it's paused currently, so...
Yep, there it is. And looks like both teams, yeah, there's some pausing going on just because RB is disconnected. But while there is a break in the action, let's introduce these two teams. Best of one here, tiebreakers. Ion GF on the Radiant side, it's gonna be DP on the Sniper, Zenith on the Death Prophet, RB on the Basis Void, Zeeming Z on the Bounty Hunter, Jung on the Darkseer. On the Dire side, that's Don't Ban Tinker, Knightley on the Weaver, Ren on the Ancient Apparition. I believe that's Kami on the Monkey King, Shadow on the Legion Commander, Bient on the Pangolier. And now RB is now back.
Yeah, it's not an Ion GF game without an RB pause, you know, so... It's just how it goes. Hopefully he's not lagging.
Hopefully, I mean, we did witness a little bit of that last night in the game against Ion GF, and if I'm not mistaken, it was Team Heiki, where Heiki 2-0 Ion GF.
Yeah, that was also a very surprising result because Heiki was sort of one of the weaker teams in the league, but then they replaced their mid lane. The mid lane went to carry, and then they got Yang as a mid lane, and Swittas, their old carry player, left.
Oh.
And their offlaner Jonch also played the game because he didn't play last time. So they look quite strong actually. So this should be a fun tiebreak actually.
Well, maybe it was a substitution differential. But Jess, so like if you're in the mindset of Ion GF right now, last game you got O2'd by what you said you considered a weak team. Now, going into a best of one tiebreaker, what would be your mental going into this game, knowing you lost the way you lost last game?
I think they just had to shake it off, you know. I mean, they were the strongest team going into that series, and they're probably the strongest team with this group. So they're still a very strong team, I think. Maybe they just weren't prepared for what happened yesterday. Maybe they had, you know, they expected a different mid lane configuration, and that kind of threw them off. Or the drafting, maybe something in the drafting, if possible.
Oh, Monkey
So
King,
I think
he gets shot by Sniper. So, looks like it's going to be a 2-2 rune split. Both these teams gonna take each other's bounty runes. As cheeky start here from Zeeming Z and Jung. Iron Shell to creep wave, and they're body blocking it up as well. That's gonna deal with range creep actually.
they kind of left one melee creep, which is a bit odd, but it's okay, I guess. It might actually cost them, but no, it's okay. It's okay.
Bottom side, Knightley fighting it up with Zenith right now. Real pictures from that, but trades coming out. In mid lane against DP Sniper.
Yeah, I think this mid lane matchup is... I don't think much will happen here. I don't think either hero can... I mean, if you mess up against Sniper, he can kill you. But with this facet, it's more unlikely. Usually the other facet, you can kill people, you can burst them very quickly. But I think
Lots
the
of
damage is too slow.
damage. Yeah, has to be careful. DP happy to fight this one up. He gets level 2 first. Swashbuckles forward. Does have another round of shrapnel. Doesn't decide to use it though. Clear's fine. Not even that close. Bottom.
But
Bug!
First
Oh,
blood just splattered!
more than enough burst damage from the Legion Commander and Nightly Weaver as the Shikuchi Bug helps secure the kill. First blood onto Zenith Death Prophet.
yeah, this is the nightly special.
Oh, they're
He's,
diving!
wow.
Your vital thread is
RB
That's
did not
a-
expect
Tower
that.
is under attack.
That's also a very costly death because his creep wave was pushing into him. So Death Prophet will soak the XP, but that's very sad for
You'll
Void
get the
actually.
next one.
Well played by Nightly. And Shadow.
Heading away once again. Bien. Let's go look at top side. So it's going to be Amy on the Monkey King, AA. Fighting off against a Darkseer and a Bounty Hunter, Ren. Bottom, Nightly. Spirit Siphon, but will use Scrooge to get away. Overwhelming odds. Into the Time Walk.
No, you don't.
Time Dilation going out though. Top of Nightly and Shadow. Look like there's gonna be any good follow-up as Swarm gets thrown out once again into the Sakuchi. A lot of harassment going on to RB on the basis of Void already. Start for
He
RB.
does have a 9 stick, but yeah, he's getting very bullied in this line. With his fire
Dire's
up.
courier has been
Probably needs an
Oh.
early raindrop. Just to
Courier
survive this.
gets sniped. That's the boots and Wraith Band of the Monkey King.
If you look at the CS, the Monkey is dominating Darkseer as expected. It's a pretty good lane matchup for him. I would have expected Bounty to maybe put more priority on blocking these camps, because that's all he really has to do in this lane. Even though Darkseer can just like farm it with Iron Shell later, I think it's still like important to block this.
Shadow has to be careful. Blood Grenade, Spirit Siphon, Zenith. He's gonna try to run him down. RB is still in the area. Shadow looks like he will be falling down. Zenith, he simply runs him down on the Death Prophet. But Nightly, he will be getting the exchange killer at the very least. RP fighting it up now with Nightly. Does have the time block. Will he be able to use it? Yes, there it is. Perfectly timed time block. See what I did there? Perfectly timed. Top side, Ren!
That-
He gets ran down by Z Z.
A bargain basement bounty.
Yeah, there's so much action in this game. I think one thing I want to point out is that's the level 3 Death Prophet power spike with level 2 Siphon. And yeah, Shadow goes down because of that. I think INOG is very happy with that
Dire's
outcome.
middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane, DP, attacking the creep wave, but Nightly coming over with the swarm. I think he's just dead. Nightly
so honorable.
runs over, gets a freebie on the sniper. This Weaver is
Yeah, that-
3 and 1.
Yeah, that is a very, very good rotation by Nightly. See, I don't want to call Nightly an X Factor because he kind of like expected from his Weaver, you know? He kind of always does this. He'll like crush his lane and then he'll just be like everywhere on the map. But no, he's really controlling the map right now in the 10-4 again.
Courier
Yes.
snipe again by Ziming Z. Ren is still in the area. He's gonna try to punish Ziming Z, but Ziming Z is able to run away thanks to his move speed. Win lace plus boost of speed totals to 385, and Ren is unable to do anything about it.
Amazing what you'll find.
Yeah, the
laying
Darkseer
around.
is not having a good time though. He has to already start stacking and kind of, you know, start
Dire's
recovering,
middle
start
tower
his
is
recovery
under
plan.
attack.
I think he's kind of had the right idea to play the lane. He just needs to double Iron Shell and shove the waves. But
Oh, topside. Ren, whole lot of damage. He dies to the Iron Shell Bounty Hunter, but it will get traded at the very least by the Monkey.
That's your best.
oops, the Darkseer put the Iron Shell on the Siege card and it's not going to push the wave now. That's kind of unfortunate, but that's how it goes. I think Bounty's happy with that kill though. That's a good trade. Can come back with
I'm kind of curious. What do you think about this Legion Commander pick? Because we don't really see a whole lot of Legion Commander being picked a whole lot. So like, what's the mindset
Dire's middle tower is
between
under attack.
picking up this hero?
I think so. One, it's a very strong laner. I think it doesn't like lose too many lane matchups, and I think the press the attack is a very valued skill in this kind of matchup because he's against a bounty hunter and a time delete, and
Oh,
he's
mid
also
lane.
oh, sniper might be going
EP,
again.
bug. Roll through from the Pangolier. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. No, he can't touch the sniper. Sniper. He's gonna stay alive because of it.
Yes.
Knightley falls down. And that was just an unfortunate spot to be in. If you're Bient.
It was a little miscalculation by Bien because I think he ran out of mana for Shield Crash. He probably could have picked up a return kill there, which would have been pretty big for him, I think, because if he jumps into 3 heroes with Shield Crash, he's gonna survive that fight. But yeah, unfortunately Knightley dies there, but they do pull heroes to mid, so it's not the end of the world.
No, it is not. Power Gen's available now for this Monkey King, by the way. Having a wonderful time up top because looking at the last hits, 42 on the Sniper, 39 on the Monkey King, 33 on the Void. Far and away, Monkey King and the Sniper. Relatively free lanes, but both has it. Bottom lane, he's being blocked in by this Ancient Apparition. He's gonna use his body as a shield for the Spirit Siphon. Doing a whole lot of damage on the red, but here comes Bien to help secure this kill off the Zenith. He took away the Wisdom Shrine though. He's really doing a lot of stalling here, Zenith is. Stop coming through! Oh, almost got the kill. But Zenith steals away the Wisdom Shrine
Monkey,
as
the Ancients.
Ancients, Knightley coming in. Bug will latch on the Jung though. Jung, armor, going away. Kami on the Monkey King.
I don't care how
Just
good a
slaps
tactician
at him
you are,
and he will
Doxia.
even take a
You'll
couple
never see
creeps
me coming.
on his way out.
Oh no, that's very sad. That's the Doxia's recovery right there. I'm crying if I'm the Doxia right now. This is a pretty bad territory, if I would say.
Oh, push forward, Shadow. He's gonna get jumped on. Should be fine though, no clear follow-up from that. Shadow, just have the duel available here. Really, let's pop it.
I'd like to see the Pango get maybe involved in a side lane kill. Maybe they can come to Void's lane with duel and then try to like push him out of lane. I think Void's already like overstayed his lane against LC Weaver kind of lane, so he needs to. I'd like some kind of rotation in bot lane, I think.
Easy. Oh, jump forward. Bien. Pushing on the high ground, does have the Rolling Thunder at the ready with the Arcane Rune. Looks like they will secure that kill on the ZBZ with the help of the Swarm. DP starting to drop the shrapnel, but here comes the Faceless Void. Coming through, does have a Chronosphere at the ready. Assassinate will secure the kill on the Knightley. Support for support so far, but here comes the Faceless Void. 3-man Chrono as the Pangolier walks back in, unfortunately. The back-to-back Shadow, he's gonna try to fight this one up. Here comes the duel right on top of the cards here. He will secure that win though, at the very least. Now the Monkey King will pop the Wukong's command, gonna try to man fight this one. They have to go away from that one. 2 for 2 overall, but they do secure a duel win. Assassinate going through, Shadow in a whole lot of trouble. Can he try to survive this one? Turn around. Can he get the kill off the Zenith at the very least? No, he cannot. Zenith, he's gonna get turned on again by KB. He's gonna get the Jingle Stops. He's gonna turn around onto RP. This Monkey King, he's turning, he's fighting. He finally goes down, but DP between a rock and a hard place will fall down to Knightley.
I'm sensing
Essentially a team wipe.
Yeah, this fight is crazy. Like both carries getting fully involved, both making huge plays with the triple kill in the triple 3-man Chrono. Great. There's a lot of fighting happening in this game. I think both carry players feel like they need to get involved early, I think, to swing the tides of mid lane. You can see the big emphasis as well, fighting mid lane in this game.
That was a 5 for 4, by the way, officially. The only survivor is the Ancient Apparition. Which you don't really see a whole lot topside. Jung doesn't have to search, he just gets ran down by the Monkey King.
Come back after you've had some practice.
How did that happen?
Yeah,
Oh, bottom,
I would say...
duel coming out, he's not gonna get the window! RP stands his ground with the help of DP, double kill for the Sniper. And that is a juicy, juicy duel win under the hands of RP.
We see handsome row.
I would say one small mistake the Doxia made. I mean, one mistake I want to point out at least is that he could have gone the other facet, you know, the movement speed one, so you get bonus movement speed when you're next to a hero. I believe it's about, you get like 338 at level 1. So even against like a Monkey King, if you have like that little extra movement speed, I think it would have helped him lane a little bit more than what he got from this lane. I think they kind of misplayed this lane because I mean, I don't think it's supposed to go your way, but I think you could have got more out of this lane at least. And if you see Shadow versus Doxia, like the LC is like 1k ahead of Doxia, and it's a little frustrating. And the Darkseid is also rushing a mech, and he's against an AA lineup, so I don't think this mech is very high value as well. Like, I mean, the armor's okay. It's not that bad an item, but it's kind of an expensive item to go when you're behind as well. So I hope he definitely doesn't go for Greaves or something this game.
By the way, just to let you know, Zenith has 25 spirits in the Spirit Collector.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, this change where they made it so every single hero that dies on the map adds a spirit, it's a pretty bonkers change, to be honest. Like, that exorcism is just gonna like rip people. Even from a position 5, it's just gonna kill everyone.
RB is now back into the fold. As Monkey King continues to push out topside. Bien focusing on the stacks, closing in on his...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'd like to see a Yules come out from the Death Prophet this game, because there is like the A Blast, and there is this Weaver Bugs and all these, as well as, you know, all this Tangle Roll and everything, so he can get bursted very quickly in this fight, in this game.
Mid lane.
So I think a Yule, something to survive, would be very nice.
Knightley still sticking around here. Bien comes back. A Blast going through. Gonna connect. Do they have enough damage? Oh, for the sniper! Stop coming through, and the Rolling Thunder as well! Very, very dead on the sniper. Exorcism will get popped here by Zenith, but instantly deleted by the KB Monkey King. Jung surges away from this fight, 2 for none. Off the bat. Shuriken on top of Bien. He's gonna shrug it off, walk back into his own high ground, but the A Blast perfect from Ren.
Dire's top tower is
That was a beautiful A Blast, yeah. Clip both the heroes and they both just dead to the roll. That was beautiful. Well played by.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is
you can see the
under
monkey
attack.
getting very active in this game. Like, I don't think Nosh would have got this active in this game, you know, so. Oh, look, bot lane, Chrono.
Chrono, Shadow. He's gonna have to try to run away, but this assassinate secures that kill. Wuko's command gonna get dropped down by the Monkey King, but where is his backup? Where is the help? This Monkey King is just getting felt in the way. AP once again a double kill in the bottom lane, and they're going in. 1 by 1, Bien is gonna die. Triple kill for your agent apparition, but the A Blast goes through from DP. He stands his ground. Does he even tick out? Strength? He's gonna survive. Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Sadly, the level 1 A Blast not enough to clean up those kills. And a little bit of Savior Friend syndrome there, coming 1 by 1. The LC kind of dying already to
LC!
the assassinate.
He's back down here. That was very, very
Dire's
dangerous.
top tower is under attack.
Sniper forced to back away from that one, so this tower should be defendable. Topside, jump.
Dire's top tower
Getting
is
chased by
under
Nike
attack.
on the Weaver. Gonna throw out the Hive Mind. He's gonna be channeling, so this is a good amount of XP. Going by. Oh, he almost died,
Dire's
honestly.
top tower is under attack.
Is he dead?
Actually, gonna.
Oh my goodness.
My.
Oh.
I should pop the Lotus.
Oh my goodness, gracious. A Blast? No way. Oh, he missed it! Oh!
Aww. That would've been
Close
hell of a
call. Yeah, when Jung knows, goodness. Almost got clipped by that.
He is on a ward right now, but I don't think it'll lead to anything. Should be okay.
Dire's bottom
I think
tower is
the
under
Darkseid is
attack.
recovering slowly.
Radiant's
He's
top tower is
he's still not
under
having a great
attack.
game, but if you look at Pango's network, he's really suffering from these fights. Like, these fights are very chaotic, and he's not getting that much out of it. Like, he's only got 1 kill, he has 4 assists, and he's not being able to hit these creeps. And the sniper is getting way ahead. Like, that ultra kill kind of really like put him ahead of everyone else in the pack.
Rune gonna get secured there by the Pangolier.
Dire's top tower
Also,
is
the Dead
under
Prophet
attack.
opts to go phase boots, a little bit more armor, I guess. He realizes that all 3
Oh,
goes on Raiden.
Dead
Dire physical.
Prophet, they're gonna miss the A Blast though, but overwhelming damage. Monkey King slaps her.
Next time,
His big
try
stick.
not to die.
Teaming Z locks up the stun him, but here comes a Rolling Thunder. Right on top of them, looks like they will split their targets a little bit. Jump, left behind, there's gonna be a duel right on top. Can he get the kill on the duel? Yes, they can. But the Monkey King, he's stuck inside the Chronosphere. Can he survive this one? Assassin will be going through the Monkey King. The Monkey King is there. Harvey will be time walking away, but here comes the sniper. But the Maelstrom hitting away the most skilled gameplay in Dota.
Radiant's top tower
Weaver
is under
tried to
attack.
die for RB as DP! It's just dominating! Shadow gets a shot with an assassinate! Zenith runs him down! 4 for 2 if I'm not mistaken!
Yeah, diving sniper void lineup, you know, it's not the best idea in the world, I believe. They really paid for that one. And I have to like point out that this Monkey King went Battle Fury in this game, and he's in like all these moves, but with a Battle Fury. I mean,
Dire's top
I don't know if that's
tower is
correct. Like,
under
what if he just had a
attack.
different item and maybe he wins these fights? I'm not sure. Maybe he just survives at least.
On him! RB!
Void.
He gets caught out! He's
Dire's
dead!
top tower is
How did
under
that
attack.
happen? RB!
Dire's top
He just got caught up by an
tower
A
is
blast,
fallen.
and then the monkey was just in the vicinity, just jumped him. That's well played. Bad dive.
Mid lane, walk forward, Sniper! He's in dual range! And BX with a double shield crash!
Bottom tower is under attack.
Wow, this game has no breaks at all. 1k lead, 16 minutes, 40 kills total. It's just,
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
you know, who's really happy about this? The Death Prophet. He's just collecting all the spirits, man.
And ironically, happy, like guys, just go die. Guys, just keep fighting. I'm happy. Just do whatever, guys. I'll just chill here.
Radiant's
Tier
middle
1 tower
is
mid lane,
under attack.
under pressure. Shadow
Radiant structures are fortified.
is around 900 gold away, or rather 1,000 gold away from his Blink Dagger, despite getting that dual win onto the Sniper.
I think the monkey and the void want to start slowing down now. I think I mean, I don't know if the monkey wants to slow down just because this player's a bit like psycho.
And
But
you can see right
if
now.
you see the items, yeah.
Oh, ward placed down. They're gonna see Zenith. He's not gonna get clipped, but they're gonna jump right on top of Death Prophet. But look at the Sniper! Hitting away! So damn skilled on the Sniper! But the Monkey King's still alive, DP! He's gonna get jumped, but the grenade away! He's still alive! He's gonna trap the Bandolier up here! Beautiful vacuum! And they're just punching away at him! DP will fall down to the duel, but yet he is stuck on the high ground! Joe with a vacuum! No
Yeah, they're not
way!
respecting Sniper. They're really not respecting Sniper. He's just like free hitting this whole fight. And I think the Pango needs to just roll in and find the Sniper, or the LC needs to like find him somehow. I guess he has no blink in LC, right?
Dire's
So
middle tower is
maybe they need to wait for that
under
blink before they get so aggressive. I think they're overdoing it a little bit, but I guess
mean-
that's their style.
I mean, Bien was on top of the Sniper, but the grenade, the concussive grenade into the vacuum onto the high ground, that was really good synergy there. Whether
Yeah,
you
that's
weak or
very
not.
clutch. And I don't think he expected him to have grenades so early as well. So that was very clutch, I think.
Pangolier now picks up the Blink Dagger, so things could be different. Maybe. Hopefully.
The Pango picked up Blink. LC is very close to Blink, so I hope they wait for that at least before they make the next move. The next move at least. And Knightley has finished off his Vessel. So there's some items ready to go here. I'd love the Monkey to hit some creeps, but to be honest, he's very high net worth still, you know, he had such a good...
Oh, Bonosphere on to 2 heroes. Very dead.
Everyone bow down. Oh,
15 and
accident.
4
It was an accident,
on the
I bet.
Sniper. 15 and 4.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He is 15 and 4, but he can also die very quickly in these fights, you know, like one duel, one monkey getting on top of him, you know, like Pango getting on top of him, he can just die, so...
Dire's
You need to be
middle
careful.
tower has fallen.
EP cleans up the mid tower. And Blink Dagger now available for your Legion Commander. Also
Dire's middle
has
tower
level
is
2
under
duel.
attack.
So I think, in all honesty, I think she can solo win a duel against Faces Void now. And I think Void walks forward. It's duel time, baby! Unless, bait it in, Blink forward. Do they have the save? No, they do not. LC will be happy to get that duel win, but it looks like she may pay the price for this.
This happened.
Nonetheless,
He's very
very
happy.
worth it, but that was a trap kill. But
Nah, but you take that in any day, I think. You take that any day.
Radiant's bottom
That's
tower
great.
is under attack.
And that was the first reveal of the Blink Tiger as well. I think it was a bit crazy to go solo, LC. I think that could have turned out very bad.
Radiant's
But
middle
it's okay,
tower
it
is
worked
under
out, I
attack.
guess.
That's why
The
you
Void
risk
is a
it.
bit low. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think
it
Void's
wasn't-
full HP, he doesn't die there. He's like 3/4
no,
or
he
something
wasn't.
like that.
No, he wasn't that low. He was full HP.
Oh, he was full HP? Okay. I
Yes.
thought he was a bit lower. I see, yes.
That's just how strong the Blade Mail plus overwhelming odds is.
I guess it's also the chip vest. The chip vest is a strong item.
That is true.
That might have helped a bit, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, the monkeys fought so much, but he's kept up there with the Void, you know? He's up there and he's farming, so...
yeah.
pretty
Going
good.
in for the Manta Cell next. They're smoking up right now. On the side of Don't Ban Tinker. Gonna get some D wards off as well. Looks like the Monkey King will be walking into this Darkseer. AA Blast, a whiff! Maybe they've gone a
Nope.
little bit too early. Sniper will be throwing out the Assassinate. They will be disengaging off of that one. Bottom lane. Shadow, I think he almost got that tool. Top of the faces moving.
The goal there is to invade for the 21-minute rune for the Wisdom.
Three handsome
So they went
rogue.
about like 20-30 to find a
Oh,
pickoff.
top side. Wukong's command drop on top of Ziming-Z. Ziming-Z not gonna be long for this world. As the Monkey King has to be careful himself. Exorcism will get caught nightly. He's used his time lapse already. He's gonna fall down. They do have a Chronosphere in just one more second. They do have a track as well. Assassinate flying through, getting his damage. No, none. EP finds 2 kills and looks like Shadow between a rock and a hard place. He's gonna get pelted away. Very, very dead on that Legion Commander. Tormentor as well. Ziming-Z gets his shard. Disastrous fight again by Don't Ban Tinker.
The Bounty Hunter shot is very strong actually, because it's kind of a save. It gives you 30% damage reduction when you take the 15 talent. He's not there yet, but it can be a factor. He can save the sniper, you know, from some of these fights. And also, I think DP and Shadow are like ex-teammates, right? So I think a little bit of playful banter with the tips.
Dire's top tower
Hopefully,
is under attack.
Nightly gonna get jumped by Ziming-Z. He's gonna use the river to walk away from that one. Zenith gets clipped though by the A blast. He wanna try, he's gonna try the TP out, but Pian's gonna bring forward and the Rolling Thunder should secure that kill onto Zenith. Zenith falls down, they have a Chronosphere available, but they wanna try to keep pushing this fight. Looks like they will decide against it for now. They still have a duel at the ready.
Yeah, good quick Death Prophet pickoff. I don't think he'll lead to anything, but they do want to smoke and fight here because they know they're like a man down.
BKB on Sniper, by the way. Smoke here.
Oh, that's a big item. I'm not sure if they've seen that.
To the high ground we go. They spot them out, but they're gonna cancel it instantly. There's gonna be a duel right on top of the Bounty Hunter. Will they use the Chronosphere? Yes, they will. But can they get the duel win on the Bounty Hunter? No, they cannot. But Book's command is just hitting away at the Bounty Hunter. They won't get him at the very end. But if he walks on the high ground with the UKB, but he's gonna get surrounded. He's gonna try to man fight. He will fall down, but he will bring down the Legion Commander at the very least. The Wukong, he's gonna man fight it with this faceless boy. He misses a stun, but nonetheless, they will still get the kill onto
Dire's
RB.
bottom tower has fallen.
3 for 1. Again and again, Jess.
Perhaps
Oh, he dies to
Yeah.
the time dilation!
Oh wow, he actually took that.
3 for 2, actually.
So there's one very interesting thing that happened that fight is that they were smoked on Don't Ban Tinker and they ran into this sniper who was invis. And I don't know, they didn't have dust or sentry. I think in true Knightly fashion, he just did not buy like any detection. So the sniper just had an invis rune and he just broke all their smokes, but then he kind of ran into them and he felt a bit too cocky, I think. And he found himself between like 4 heroes. So that was a very awkward fight, like on all stages, I'd say. Like everyone kind of... There was like Don Van Tinker had the high ground, but then INOGF still decided to fight them. And then Sniper just on the low ground, running into the high ground to fight. It was just kind of awkward fight.
Yeah, I mean, he gets clipped by the A blast, surrounded by 5 heroes. You get 1, but...
Yeah, he felt himself a bit too much with the BKB, I think. I think it gave him a bit too much confidence there. I want to point out one thing about Radiant lineup, is that they're all buying armor items, as you can see. You can see a Solar Crest on Bounty, you can see a Mech Crimson on Darkseer. And if you notice Dire's lineup, they're all physical damage.
Oh,
Like,
Nightly!
my soul
What
unfolds
is
just
going on there? He falls down for free and feeds a trap kill.
Yeah, he tried to 1v1 the Death Prophet for some unforsaken reason. I don't think that was ever working out. And he pays for it, and that's a track kill, yeah. But I think as this game goes, it's gonna get very difficult for Dire because they're all physical damage, and this Void will just kill anyone, like at some point. And he sets up Sniper as well, so And RB is gonna. I think RB knows his role. He just needs to kind of. It's not his job to kill everyone in Chrono. He just needs to like tank up and survive. And if the fight goes long, I think they should win on Radiant.
Dual Scepter now on the Death Prophet, the Bounty Hunter. Solar Crest going for 8 Drums of Endurance next. The Dark Seer. Crimson Guard plus a Mex. Let's have an item getting delivered. It's a Shard.
Oh, that's a very value shot. Yeah, against a lot of these, you know, these Pango and LC and all these heroes that run at him. It's a very useful thing shot, I think. As well as Death Prophet picks up Yules, which I think is going to help him survive as well some of these fights.
Death Prophet
And a
leading the
Glimmer Cape.
charge. Ward placed down here by the Death Prophet.
Thank you, my beauties.
You have to be careful on the Monkey King. Looks like he does have the map awareness, goes to TP bottom side, the Ancient Apparition in the area. As well as Pangolier, he's farming up under a ward. Hits by the track, but might have been a little bit too overzealous. Ren gonna get caught out. I think Ren is dead. Track coming through. This Ancient Apparition has 0 items. That's gonna help him survive. Falls down.
Oh yeah, he's in poverty land. That's kind of rough actually. He's got a vitality booster there as a... He probably has his Atos on Courier or something. I feel like he has something, right? It just died? I'm not sure.
I don't
But
know.
I see a vitality booster queued up, but
Dire's middle
this should lead to a
tower
Roche, I
is
think. There's a free Roche.
Roshan, 25 minutes in. Looks like Aya no GF at the moment. They're controlling this game and it looks like they still have Don't Ban Tinker's number.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Sniper gets at Aegis.
Yeah, the monkey dodges some ganks top lane because he had some wards, but those wards are like dying out now, so they should have good control of top lane on Radiant. And I think they can maybe take this T2 for free. I don't think anything's for free in this game because Dia likes to fight for literally everything. So, let's see.
Shadow bottom side. Hasn't really moved much in terms of items. Quite some time. There's a shard available now for the Wukong at the very least, so looks like they're gonna try to push out bottom tier 2. Top side tier 2.
Tower is under attack.
Gonna be free hit now by the DP sniper. But it looks like Nightly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They have to use fortification for the tier 2.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's good pressure coming up from Dia despite being on the back foot here.
They're gonna get it.
TP's coming in from Radiant.
DP. DPing in, but looks like Shadow is long gone now.
Radiant's middle
Should be
tower
out,
is
yeah.
under attack.
I don't like Shadows queuing up Halberd here. I don't think Halberd's gonna do anything at this point in the game. I think he needs a more realistic item, you know? Like even Ags is okay, or like even Shadowblade or something. Or BKB straight up. I'm not sure what this Halberd is gonna do like this early. I mean this late, sorry.
Smoke. On to Zenith.
Dire's
Splitting
top
up the
tower
map
is
right
under
now
attack.
on the side of Don't Ban Tinker. They take tier 2 top,
Double
they take
damage.
tier 2 bottom. And Nightly being a nuisance to say the least.
Oh, I know, I have some feedback from Miguel that apparently there's a lion blocking the minimap on the main stream.
Oh,
Dire's
alright, sure. Let's remove the lion. Goodbye, Mr. Lion.
Sad line.
Let's put him up here. There we go. Happy little lion is now up there.
There's a DD rune on the
tower
Pango
is
here.
under attack.
I don't know if they'll give them a fight here.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's gonna pop it though. Does have an Aghanim
Dire's
Scepter.
middle tower has fallen.
Tier 2 mid though, will fall down thanks to the
Bottom tower
sniper.
is under attack.
Bottom tier 3 is being pressured by the Weaver. Now the Exorcism is gonna get popped here by
Dire's middle
Zenith.
tower is under attack.
They're coming in to defend this one, Chess.
Yep, all the
Blast.
fallen
Oh,
ghosts.
got the huge AA Blast, catches out 3.
Dire's middle
Dark Seer
tower is under
and
attack.
the Death Prophet. They all get caught out. Don't wanna jump the Death Prophet though. BKB now available for this Legion Commander. Trap now just to see if there's backstabbing. Look at the
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
paranoia from the sniper as the Monkey King will take down the bottom, the mid-tier one. So
There's so
they don't
much
even need
going on.
fortification.
Yeah, that's a good defense actually. Good hold. And is it just me or this Death Prophet's ghost like invisible or something? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
so,
a cosmetic,
no, same.
but It's kind of hard for the players to see if that's the case.
That is true. Like honestly speaking, like I have even like yesterday, I couldn't even see Team Heiki's mid player.
Oh yeah, Yang.
Yeah, I didn't see him use the exorcism. Like when I see it, it's like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an advantage there actually, because you pop that and they don't realize they just lose all the health.
Yeah, that
Now you're
actually
just like-
that happened to me like once, like on an alchemist.
Yeah, that can matter.
Free to play game, by the way. Anyways, moving on. BKB now on the Faceless Void. Gem on the Death Prophet. Sniper does have a minute left on the Aegis, but I really like the way Don't Ban Thinker has mitigated this Aegis pickup. They actually went relatively even on the tower. Because they get 2 tier 2s, right? But mid lane, they get mid tier 1 and bottom tier 2.
Yeah, and I think Dia got more of the map because they have multiple heroes all over the map. Meanwhile, Radiant is fully grouped up pushing towers. So I think that kind of benefited them, to be honest. And they also buy time for some of the items. Like if you see Weaver, he almost has a full completed Axe, which can save from Chrono. And this might be really good at the Monkey or Pango, you know, you can like, it's just an extra save. And yeah, and the LC finished a full BKB, so this is very favorable, I think.
Yeah,
Well done by Dia.
and with that in mind, I don't really think the gold difference really changed a whole lot. Because
Yeah.
they were up 9k gold, and it stayed 9k. Roughly, I mean, at most, they pushed the lead to 10k.
Yeah, I think the gold lead stabilized a bit at this range. I still favor Radiant lineup for late game because, you know, they do have the Void.
That
And
is
the
true.
Dux is a very good hero late game.
Aegis expires
And-
by the way.
And they just have all armor, you know, like they're all physical damage on Dia, so
Radiant's
this
bottom tower
buying
is
so much
under
armor on
attack.
Radiant, it's gonna become a big problem, I think. Like you see the Shivas, full Shivas coming out on Dux here. You see like Bounty's buying like drums now, he's got Glimmer Cape, he's getting all the save items. Void is nearing his 20 talent, which is nice, if you get the attack speed. And a Linken's, which will help him from Shadow. Shadow currently does not have any Linken's Breaker. He has queued up the Halberd to, I guess, break Linken's, but I'm not sure how valuable that is.
It's like both these teams.
Full Butterfly completed on Sniper, that's a big pickup as well. Even more physical mitigation.
Smoke on the side of INOGF, so this looks to be very important fight. For the side of INOGF, Ward will get taken out. So they know that they smoked actually on the side of Don't Ban Tinker.
Thank you, my beauties.
Nightly pushing forward. Ooh, Chrono was
Whoa.
bumping. Ooh, RB, calm down, buddy. Don't edge yourself.
That was close.
He really wanted to blow the load, bro.
Yeah, they're all waiting, you know, waiting the whole
Oh,
game.
Z Ming Z, Ward down. Shadow has to be careful. Blinks away. Once again, close call. Gonna disengage from that one. Ward on the high ground. Give them information. Ancient Apparition topside. By the way, I love the exposure facet on Ancient Apparition. I'm really surprised why people like the other facet more. I think it's so greedy as a facet, yes. But at the same time, it feels so fun too.
I think when it comes to facets, a lot of facets are just better because of lane phase. Like especially if you look at like the higher rank players and pro players. So generally facets that help you win lanes, people are gonna like lean towards. But I do agree, Goldfeed has a place where it can be team fight winning and it can also help you farm faster. So definitely has a place. Yeah.
I would take that over Bone Chill any day of the week. I don't care if I win or lose my lane. I'm gonna farm.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
If I was Ren on the Ancient Apparition, press item Midas, and then I can farm. Don't hate me.
I mean, honestly, he should have got Midas over the Sage Ross and scaled because that might have been actually more useful.
Think it's fair, by the way, on the Faceless Void. Aghanim Scepter now on the Monkey King. They're gonna try to cut this wave in the mid lane, but Monkey King 2 steps ahead. He's gonna clear out this wave in the mid lane, so a lot of stalling from the side of Don't Ban Tinker.
Yeah, you can tell Don't Ban Tinker feels that Radiant is stronger and they don't want to like run right into them 5v5 at this point. Unless they like have a clear advantage, maybe like a high ground or a
Radiant's
smoke
top
break or
tower
something.
is under attack.
So they're kind of dodging them, and they're just trying to buy time. And I think they're doing a very good job of it, maneuvering around the map. And you can see the goal lead is just like stuck on this 8 to 10k range. It hasn't really
Radiant's
moved.
top tower is under attack.
By the way, shout
It's a
out to
Shadow.
Yep, Shadow scouting things out. Is he gonna? Okay, on my screen there was still a. Wait, is he eyeing the sniper? No way.
I think he's waiting for the wisdom at 35, but he's come here very early. So how patient is he?
Is he gonna duel? He could duel right now. Ooh, blink away. Yep, he is not messing with that. Goodbye. Shadow tried his best. Didn't really find any value. And shout out to the name Don't Ban Tinker, because if I've like semi-retired at this point from like playing rank, right? Ever since hitting Immortal. Every time I play with my friends in pub, I'm gonna just pick Tinker, no matter what lane. It feels so-
Their first game ever, they banned Tinker, by the way. I was very let down, actually.
Can't have fun with Tinker, I assume, I guess. I just really love playing like Tinker. Like personally, obviously, I prefer old Tinker just because of the heat-seeking missiles, and yeah, you can be hits like that. So, likely, has to be careful. Silenced up. Under the guise of trap, Eagle Scepter as well. They're really committing a whole lot with this one. Sniper going
Silence?
through. Oh, you greedy on the time lapse, and Sniper with the Chrysalis will hit down that lever. Does have a buyback available. But space.
Yeah, he could have used time lapse there. Maybe because he bought eggs, he didn't realize he had to self cast it or something. I'm not sure, but he might have been dead anyway. I'm not sure if he survives there.
Maybe he didn't want to waste it, I guess. Then again, it's like on a 40-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's a very low cooldown. But maybe because you buy eggs, it's like self cast now. So maybe just muscle memory, you know, sometimes happens.
I guess.
Knightley's old.
Agent Apparition throws out the A blast, will hit onto RB. Roshan. This is actually kind of contestable with that A blast going through, but they're gonna decide against it. RB is half HP quite. Sniper still hitting away. Looks like they have no interest in contesting the Roshan. So second Roshan will be going to the side of Ianogia. Second Roshan of the game for them. Once again picks up the Aegis BKB into the backpack.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The monkey almost has a full MKB. His namesake, you know, the Monkey King bar, that's when he unlocks his full potential.
And
But now that will address the sniper.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
DP, or rather Zenith. He's hunting. He's hunting Shadow!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh no, Shadow! There's gonna be a BKB pop from Shadow, but the Chronosphere dropped as well. He's dead on your commander. No buyback, but he's dead for a minute. But that's Chronosphere used. That's no Chrono for 2 minutes.
It's also not the worst death in the world, because if you see the state of the lanes, like mid lane is like kind of pushing and bot lane's pushing towards Radiant, so they do have to fix lanes. I don't think they'll get anything out of this because the timer's pretty low, his death timer. But yeah, they do use Chrono. Maybe Radiant wants to fight when Shadow's up. They do have a small window.
Uh-oh, BN has to be careful. A-Blast will be going through clips onto the Sniper and the Darkseer. Rolling Thunder just to get away from this one. Gleipnir from this Agent Apparition will stall out that Bounty Hunter. But no Rolling Thunder, no AA Blast. But again, the lane equilibrium is going in favor of Don't Ban Tinker.
Yeah,
Knightley, what the heck are you doing here, Knightley? Can he use a time lapse? He doesn't even bother!
Alright.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Well, he got the wave, kind of. He didn't get it fully. They might be able to force something here. He does have buyback on Knightley. Let's see if they can force something out of him.
RB, top side. Leading out the creep wave while the Monkey King pushes out to tier 2.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And look at that, look at that! Exposure! And the creep wave is gone with Ice Vortex.
Yep, I know it's right. Exposure, boys.
Look, I mean, yes, the Sniper is walking up top side, tier 2 top side, will be falling down to the Monkey King. Oh my god!
Oh, own it.
So skilled on the gameplay as Ren just gets shot down!
Has been killed.
No save items for Ren, as tier 2, or rather tier 3, and Rax fall down.
Middle barracks have fallen.
Yeah, I didn't think they would get that much out of a Weaver kill, but I guess so. They didn't have Chrono also on Void, which is kind of surprising
top tower
that
is under attack.
that's how that went down. But I guess they just did not want to buy back there. It's too late, and they
You
don't want to
only
like
lose a rack.
one way to fight.
One set of racks gone. MKB now available for your Monkey King as mid lane gonna be pushing in, so backdoor protection will not be available just yet. Aidless now on the sniper, by the way.
Yeah, this is very annoying to deal with actually. You can just sit on the high ground. Whoa, okay, just running up high ground with an Aegis. All right, feels safe.
2 minutes with the Aegis, Rolling Thunder going through. AA is now back up online. They do have a Chronosphere available if they really want to use it. Oh, that's gonna be a huge iceman going through. It's gonna clip onto the Cypher. There's gonna be Wukong's command. It's gonna get cancelled out though. They do have a Chronosphere out already. Wukong's command will still fly out, but the Cypher is hitting with the Wukong. He's inside the Chronosphere. He's gonna fall down as well as your Spangolier effectively will buy back to the slip of DC. Triple kill on the Cypher. He is unstoppable. Hitting away. Piet is forced to roll back. But he's gonna die most likely to the Faceless Void! GG is gonna be called!
Oh no, they call it. All right.
INO GF! They're gonna get the first one in this tiebreaker!
Yeah, I guess INOGF just have Don't Banting to figure out. They win again. I think they just. I feel like Dia played the map really well this game. They kind of like, bought a lot of time, but the heroes have too much overlap, and they just have like, they just got too behind. I think from those early fights, Sniper just like got that ultra kill, and the game kind of just became very difficult at that point.
Yeah, and that being said, Chess, I think that was the only game for today, no?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was hoping for more tiebreak games, but hopefully the other ones are as exciting as this because it's a pretty good game overall. A lot of fighting early on.
23-5 on DT Sniper. 23-5. Just to keep that.
Yeah, DP went crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to get the tiebreaker wins and he got it. INOGF, they're gonna secure the first tiebreaker game out of 3 teams right now, including Don't Ban Tinker. So they're gonna get a head start over them, but nonetheless, that will wrap things up for tonight. So anything you wanna say before we end, Chess?
I just want to say the 4th highest damage done in that game was the Death Prophet 5. So, the hero is very good. This hero is very strong. He outdamaged the LC with the Blade Mail. He almost outdamaged his own Void. So, it's kind of impressive. I think this entire draft was very good by INOGF. It addressed like pretty much everything other than the AA, I'd say. But it's just a position 5A, you don't care. It's whatever. At some point, you just scale and you protect the Sniper. The Void is even just a mid shield for the Sniper. It's just the Sniper's the real threat, and he was not dealt with.
With that being said, that will wrap things up for tonight, Chess. So thank you for joining me on such short notice, and hopefully you guys continue watching Lions Dota 2 League because we still have more tiebreakers, and next week, if I'm not mistaken, next week is when playoffs begin.
Yeah, I hope playoffs begin next week. I thought it would be this week, but But yeah, thanks for having me. I know.
No worries, Chess. But that will wrap things up from tonight. For tonight, I have been your caster, Anna the caster. That has been Chess. Good night, everybody.